time for some hoops at FedEx Forum, home of the Grizzlies, and we're bringing it to you live on 2K Sports. I'd like to welcome you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Well, we talked about it before. Big shakeup in this game, guys, as both Prez and Justice Young are inserted into the starting lineup.
Thank you for that, David, and a lot of faith being placed on these rookies.
But you had to know it was coming with how they have been playing together. You want to give rookies time to grow, but they both look ready for that starting spot.
And the Grizzlies, one of the top contenders in the West for a number of years, now at a bit of a crossroads. What do you think?
Yeah, every team goes through this. There's a certain life cycle to any roster. The good news for the Grizzlies fans is that their front office has been right more often than not. We'll see if they can continue to pull another rabbit out of their hat.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Russell is out there with Lou Williams. Then it's Randall. And it's Young. And it's Black. And at the pivot, manning the middle. Good!
Even with high-intensity defense surrounding Prez, he makes these shots look simple. I mean, that's a gift, folks. He takes his time, stays in rhythm, and doesn't mind the pressure.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
And what a shakeup it is for this team. Several changes as both Prez and Justice Young have been inserted into the starting lineup.
And it's a big change to do all at once. But the way these two have been playing off one another, coming off the bench, it just made sense to give them more opportunities together.
And we'll get to see Justice Young here tonight. The New Jersey product was viewed as a bit of an undersized player, but he's shown he has the intangibles to make it work at this level.
A great point, and that's something that the Combine can't measure. It's the heart and fight, and this kid has a ton of that. Just repeatedly passed on, even though he has a great sense for the game and is making teams pay for not putting their faith in him.
Well, Prez was able to start his first NBA season with a title run behind him. He was a part of the great U.S. team that beat Australia in the finals in the summer.
Yeah, you talk about the best way to get acclimated to the NBA. I think Prez playing with the national team was perfect for him. Just the confidence boost that tournament win provides and getting his feet wet with some of the all-time greats.
Outside, Russell pass to Young. Now the dish to Randall. Here's Black, defended by Gasol. Screen by Young. Shot clock at 5. Williams for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Williams has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, I think this is the start they wanted. Come out and put some points up early. 3 or 4 so far.
Smooth. Hits it from three-point range. Lakers trail by 4 and stolen by Parsons. Here's Randolph. The shot's good. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Grizzlies?
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers.
The Lakers shooting well, 50% from the floor. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Larry Nance out there with Young. Then it's Williams. Then it's Thomas Robinson. And it's Russell in at the 1 spot.
And you gotta respect the D. Prez just spiking the shot back thanks to that amazing reach.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, point guard Mike Conley has been a lefty-dominant player his whole career, but off the court, he's actually right-handed. He first picked up a ball at 13 months of age, and he said, "I just did it with my left hand for some reason, and ever since then, my mind felt it was left-handed when it came to basketball." Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. Similar to Greg Monroe.
Sweet Lou Williams back at South Gwinnett High School in Atlanta was one of the all-time leading scorers in Georgia high school basketball history. He won the Naismith Prep Player of the Year award as a senior.
And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Yeah, the offense seems completely in disarray.
Exactly. But at the other end, it's one bucket after the other. This run is getting out of hand right now.
Young's shot is off. And Lou Williams, part of that great group of prep talent in the Atlanta area. Josh Smith in there, of course, Dwight Howard.
He actually grew up in Memphis, Tennessee, guys, but after his father passed, when he was only 10, his mom moved them to Atlanta. Lou said it was one of the best decisions she ever made, and under the mentorship of his high school coach, he was able to refocus and achieve some great things.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Tariq Black comes in for Robinson, and Julius Randle subbed in for Nance.
And Perez is just brilliant, just has such remarkable initiative and moves well without the ball.
Timeout called the Lakers. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
And talk about a team that just never seemed to get into a rhythm offensively. It was just an ugly game to watch.
Yeah, that's an understatement. I mean, they didn't appear to have any kind of cohesiveness in terms of game plan, and they never figured out how to attack the defense in that.
Lakers shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And, you know, the Lakers going through a rough patch, clearly, but make no mistake about it. They're still the league's glamour franchise. They've got the league's largest fan base both in the U.S. and globally.
Both shots good from the stripe. And the Lakers, with the storied history, the second most championships in league history, trailing only the Boston Celtics.
And the Lakers run more recent. I mean, you think of the greats who've worn the form blue and gold, probably the greatest assemblage of talent of any team in the league.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tony Allen. That is his first foul of the game. Two minutes now played in the second quarter. Outside, Russell. There's the pass to Randle. Takes it from 10. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two. It goes on Chandler Parsons.
Foul. Out of frustration. Russell, as he often does, dictating the tempo.
And the feeling with D'Angelo Russell in Lakerland is that he has all-star potential. Very confident, a lot of swagger. He embraces the big stage, and he has tremendous offensive skills.
And, Kevin, I would agree with all of that because we watched him in college. He's a very good shooter, really good pick-and-roll player. He's got an excellent IQ for the game at the offensive end. And because of all of that, I think he can be quite dangerous as an offensive player.
Lakers trail by 18. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Williams kicks to Randle. Williams sets a screen for Randle. 6 on the shot clock. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Russell from long range. Again, Russell missing.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Allen off a pick from Smooth. It's Allen with the drive. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Williams for three. Cranes the three-pointer. Williams has got 6.
The quick release. Let's just call him.
Bring it in. Take a seat. Hey, we're in great shape, fellas. Now, no matter how much we go up, we need to keep that same winning mentality.
To work off the pick.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair.
Good work, guys. Nicely done. Where do you guys want to go after the game? Burgers or tacos? I kind of want to go tacos. Listen up. We have these guys back on their heels, and now they're playing like they're desperate. Now stay focused, guys. Let's win this game and go home.
Doesn't the Mississippi River look simply spectacular in the moonlight here tonight? Welcome back, everyone, to Memphis. And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen.
Excellent game we've seen from Prez. He has 17 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
And Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Memphis. Down low, the tough pair of Zebo and Gasol. Young is out there with Prez. And it's Parsons in at the 3 spot. And there's Prez on the assist from Parsons. Prez has got 19 points.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
A bit of an oversized playmaking guard allows Russell to see over and around defenders. Great look there.
And it drops once again. The bucket from Smooth. He's got 21.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And just who is providing all the playmaking here tonight? Let's look at the breakdown between the front and backcourt for the Lakers.
And their guards are taking on the majority of the passing and assisting for the team. Just as you might expect, the bigs doing their part by getting to good spots inside and making themselves available.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Screened by Russell. They set the pick. Shot clock at 6. Williams against Young.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Good defensive work there by Young.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And the one thing you can say about the Grizzlies, year after year, defense has been their calling card. I mean, they do it with toughness, they do it with pace, and they have tremendous heart.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, the Grizzlies are starting to show their age a little bit. Last season was an example of that, but they still have that throwback style of play that's hard to gauge. Marc Gasol said, the game is evolving, and we as players and as a team have to evolve. We have to change things and adjust. We need tweaks and counters from game to game and year to year. Kevin?
All right, D.A., they know they needed more shooting. You know, discussing the Grizzlies' defense, it wasn't quite as locked down last year, Greg, as it had been.
Yeah, and the thing about playing good defense, it requires everyone to be on the same page. One weak link can cause a breakdown for the whole unit. And factor in the injuries for the Grizzlies last season, it's somewhat surprising their defense held up at all.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Green comes in for Zach Randolph. And Allen subbed in for Parsons. And then for the Lakers, Thomas Robinson, he's checked in for Julius Randle. And it's Clarkson in for Russell. Prez dishes to Allen. Gasol wide open, he fires. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And from an offensive standpoint, they have just been stellar.
Yeah, really good. I mean, extremely well coached, fluid, efficient. Man, it's been a lot of fun to watch. The points just keep piling up because they've been such a well-oiled machine.
The shot's good from Smooth.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose, the D hasn't been able to keep up.
Lakers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And there's the call on Lewis Williams. That is his first foul of the game. We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Grizzlies.
They simply ran him off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
Greg, I don't think it'll play out quite that simply, though. The team coming out on the losing end of game 1 is just that much more motivated to get even in game 2 and 3. So I think the edge goes to the losing team.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Prez. A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Hands out there with Robinson. Then it's Mozgov. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Williams at the 2 spot. Feeds it to Mozgov. Elbow shot. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
And they feel good about this win tonight, guys, defending their home court.
I agree. Job well done. They gave these fans exactly what they wanted.
What's up, Steve?
What's going on, Prez? Guys back in the studio want to talk to you.
Perfect.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal, seen here. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Prez.
Hey, Shaq here. Great night for you offensively. Did you feel you had a matchup advantage on this one? Did you feel he was barbecue chicken trying to guard you down there on the post?
Of course I did, Shaq. Come on, son. Anytime I step onto the floor, there's at least one mismatch, man. If they want to double team me, that just means 2 of their guys are overmatched. That's just the kind of attention I demand because I'm a natural scorer at the highest level. Kind of like you almost were, man.
Well, thank you for the compliment, buddy. Love you, too.
Hey, enjoy your evening, all right?
And that is a wrap, everybody. Thanks for joining us this evening. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. See you again soon.